All right, Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. The spirit of Jake, meaning the spirit of these the spirit of these dead Israelites, right? Because that's, what John seen. When you go to the book of Revelation, let's get that first. When you go to the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8, it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city." Now, this great city is representing where? America, Babylon the Great. And the dead bodies represent who? You Israelites that are in a dead state. You Israelites that are walking around the earth with no breath, right? No wisdom, no knowledge, no understanding, but roaming the earth like brute beast, okay? You are spiritually dead. You have no idea. You have no clue to who you are. You have no clue to who your power or who your creator is. You don't know if you're going to and fro. So this is representing you being those dead bodies. So verse 8 again, it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." Okay? So like I said before, the great city is representing America, Babylon the Great. The dead bodies are representing the Israelites that are in a dead state, that are spiritually dead. And also going into this place, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. You can see by the different wicked deeds that is being promoted and pushed all across America, Babylon the Great. Look up Sodom. Okay, you look up the definition of Sodom and you tell me that America, Babylon the Great, that's not is not pushing that vibration of Sodom. All right. And now when you go into Egypt, Egypt is what? Egypt is a place of bondage. Okay, just how ancient Egypt, which we were oppressed in. Okay, the same thing is happening here to the Israelites being oppressed in modern day Egypt. Okay. So it's a place which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And also just look up the parallels between America and Egypt. Right? You'll see the differences. All right, there's plenty of videos that is showing you the parallels between the two. Same with Rome. America, Babylon the Great is also the second leg of Rome as well, and many more. So in the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 16, it says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." And that is where the majority of our people reside at. They reside and they congregate where? In the congregation of the dead. When you're into these different philosophies, guess where you are? You think you are awakened. You think that you're alive, but you're actually dead. You see? The only thing that is going to give you life is if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai wakes you up to this word. Okay, this word is what gives you life. The scriptures talk about the spirit of quickeneth. And Lord willing, I'll get that in just a second. Okay, because I'm doing it in transit. So just bear with me. The book of John, chapter 6, verse 63, it says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." Okay, so the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, these words are life. Okay, so if you're not hearkening into the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, how are you going to live? How you going to live? Now, physically, we know you're alive, so to speak, right? But we talking about spiritually. Spiritually, you're not alive, okay? You're spiritually dead. You're a bunch of spiritual dead Israelites, okay? So now getting to the point, what I wanted to touch on and starting this lesson, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 29, it says, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. The stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven. What? You shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, right? When he returns to the planet Earth, he's going to come with power, and he's going to come with great glory. As the scriptures also say, what? I will not meet thee as a man. See, the Lord is now going to return to earth in a form like he once came down in a flesh, right? Through the seed of his father Joseph and through the womb of his mother Mary. No, he's not coming that way. He's not coming in his sinful flesh. This time he's going to come in what? His power. Okay? He's going to come in his form of glory. You see? And when Yahweh Shai returns to the earth, the world is going to know. Okay? The world is going to know, and therefore the world is going to be in a mourning state. The whole world is going to be, in fear. Okay? The return of Yahweh Shai in a heavenly host, the angels that's going to be with him, man, it's going to be this. You can't even explain, think of how this scene is going to look. Okay? Because it's going to be powerful. It's going to be magnificent. Okay? It's going to be words that I can't even explain. Okay? So verse 31, it says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Okay? Because the elect is scattered through the four corners of the earth. And in order to be of the elect, you have to come from the house of Israel. First and foremost, you have to come from the house of Israel. So the elect is going to be gathered from the four winds, whether we were scattered. Okay, we're not going to have to go and have a plan A, plan B, and a plan C to run to Africa, because that's the mindset of a lot of Israelites. Let's go back to Africa, which Africa is not even our homeland. The scripture says Jerusalem above, which is free, which is the mother of us all. So Jerusalem is the homeland to you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. That is your true homeland. Okay? Before the Northern Kingdom came to the Americas and settled here and took over, their homeland was Jerusalem. Okay? Before they got hauled off into captivity. Same with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, before you got carried away into Babylon, okay, in the different captivities, guess where your homeland was? Jerusalem. Before it got destroyed, before it got took over by the heathen. You see? So this Hebrews to Negroes guy, he think he got it figured out. Talking about the chariots of God ain't the so-called UFOs. Well, what are they then? This guy's so confused where he's mixing all the different scriptures where it talks about chariots from an actual. He can't differentiate when it's talking about an actual chariot and a chariot of the Most High. Okay, and there's more than just the scriptures talking about calling the so-called UFOs chariots, right? You got clouds. You got a wheel within a wheel. You got a flying roll. You see, you got this different terminology that the prophets use when they seen these things. Okay, they didn't call them UFOs, but they called them what I said: wheel within a wheel, a flying roll. You see, things of that nature, things that how they would prescribe it, right? Or Salakia, not prescribe, Salakia. Things on how they would describe it. You see? But see, this is our way out. Lord willing, we be of the elect. This is our way out. By being delivered by Yahweh Shem Shai by a chariot. You see? So I don't know what the hell you people talking about for your way out. I don't know which way, you think you getting out of here. Right, see, but we know it's by the way of a chariot. How we gonna get out of here? You see? Lord willing, we be of the hopeful elect. Okay? That's how we're going to be delivered. By the angels. So while the angels are going to be destroying this place, at the same time, you're going to have what? The angels gathering up the elect. Right? So I'll read that again, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven into the other. Okay? So it's going to be a great deliverance, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's going to be mighty through his only begotten son in the heavenly host, which is the angels. Okay, because we're going to need a spiritual intervention to escape, the wrath that is going to come down by Esau Edom, which the Most High is going to use Esau Edom to put judgment on Jacob, right? Jacob's trouble. See, y'all ain't ready, man. Y'all ain't ready for us to speak about the things from the Bible that's about to take place on the earth, but we're going to say it anyway. You got Jacob's trouble, okay, which is going to be a heavy persecution upon who? The tribes, man. The tribes, whether you subscribe to being a Hebrew Israelite or not, you're going to have a heavy persecution upon you. The scriptures talk about in the book of Revelation, the 12th chapter, 12th verse. Let's just get it real fast. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Is this talking about the spiritual demon Satan? No, this is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Okay? The spiritual demon Satan is playing his part on the earth as the Most High is allowing him to do. Read Job. Read the book of Job to get the understanding on that. Okay? But it's called people tripping. But yeah, this devil that is speaking of is who? Esau Edom. He's going to come down with great wrath because he know if he got a short time. When you read the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that falleth. Right? And the end is manifest. Okay, so E is at his end. He know if his time is up. He know if he have but a short time. And he see it happening through the awakening of the Hebrew Israelites. You got to think this man spend billions of dollars to try to keep us asleep. But see, you can't stop nothing that was already set in stone through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua prophecy, right? For us to eventually